This is Margaret Ann Windsor, and this is the third tape. I don't know what I'm going to title it, so if you care to go back and pick up on them, this is the third one, and this is May the 7th, and it's about 7:30 at night here in Roanoke, Virginia. Margaret Ann Windsor, kidnapped out of Buckingham Palace in 41, brought to Moulton, Alabama, given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey, married to Childers. Peggy and Carl were killed by their mother. They were born out of wedlock, and they gave me the name of a dead person, illegitimate, and back then that was considered horrible. Now, then, my father's, I found out in 83, is Edward VIII, the real King Edward VIII, married to, my father was married to Georgia O'Keeffe's sister, Claudia O'Keeffe, Irish-American Catholic. The New World Order had to take her down, and my own uncle, it was an interim government. It was supposed to come back because all that was going on. The history tells you a lie. This is the biggest takedown, plus the killing of Tsar Nicholas and his family. And yes, this was Anastasia. It was right next door to me, and before I came here in 86, she was murdered in 84, May, when I drove through there, which is the oddest thing. I was driving through there when I heard she was killed. The Blue Ridge Mental Health did it. They used mental health in it to discredit and lie and kill and do anything, just like the mind control murders I wrote about. Larry Flint, by the way, real quick, and I'm going to do the other and try to just get off of here. Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, March the 6th of 78 while I was doing the book in Marietta, about 45 miles. And the person was programmed to shoot him. Now, Larry McDonald was the Dr. Congressman, one of them I wrote about, and later, after I'd been filled full of antifreeze and thought it was the book and found out it wasn't, it was really because of who I am and my kidnapping. Anyway, Larry Flint had been shot and his attorney killed in Lawrenceville. The guy was programmed to do it, and this is where he did a endorsement saying that I knew who was responsible for his shooting, and this was in Hustler of 84, April. Now then, I've told about, I have an immune disorder, which happened when they kidnapped me, and my immune system attacks itself, and it can just about kill me. It has, especially when you're force-fed the chemicals. And everywhere I have been up here in Roanoke since 86, whether it's up on the Appalachian Trail, freezing or starving, when I got tents, they came up there and they sprayed and soaked it in the middle of the night and had me running up and down the side of the mountain, up and down the Appalachian Trail, north, south, you name it. Everybody knew about it, and I'm going to quote Lovett. I think that was how he spelled it, Lovell or Lovett. He was out here at Delville, Troutville on Highway 11. He had a garage which was quite busy. It was a good location, and the Virginia State Troopers cars were always parked there. His wife told me, and I never saw her again, way back when I first came here, I didn't have a penny walking, begging, no food freezing, no gloves. It gets cold up here, believe me. I went in there because her husband would have donuts and coffee every once in a while there, and they allowed me, listen to this, they allowed me to have it. Well, I don't want to make them sound mean. It's like the rest of the people allowed me. How about that? Born the richest woman in the world, and they made a pauper out of me. They made a beggar, and that's what Larry Flint, he told the truth. Wasn't very many did. Let me clue you. So I went in there, and she told me, I got coffee and donuts. She handed me $2. And she said, all the people around here know what's been done to you. Well, to a degree. She didn't say to a degree, but what's being done and done to you. And they're not going to get involved because they fear, I don't know if she used the word repercussion or not, but they fear retaliation, what will happen to them if they helped me. But they didn't mind helping hurt me, let me say that. The FBI or police can get stuff on people. Everybody's got something to hide, and this is how they carried it out. Everywhere I was able to save a few bucks and walk and live here in Roanoke, I'd try to leave, and the same thing happened. Law enforcement call ahead of you, and it's shocking what people will do. They get stuff on the Edward Snowden. If you don't believe me, I don't know how you couldn't. I can't make this up. It's so hideous. But anyway, I leave, and a phone call or whatever, and the chemicals start there. If I've paid for a place to live, which I would have to. Anyway, so I end up coming back here simply because I could go out in the national forest with all that went on out there and have a place to at least be. Okay, I'm going to name you some of the places here that have soaked me over the years here in Roanoke, and that is the Affordable Corporate Suites. And this man is Jewish. Remember my kidnapping, and remember, if you care to look up what happened after my kidnapping, Israel became a state in 47, I believe. There's so much happened after my takedown of my father and my kidnapping. Great Britain was torn apart. The United States put its military bases all over everything. Now then, I want to bring this in now, and then hopefully I can go back to, without getting it mixed up, because I'm not going to get it all on the tape. They're talking out in Beverly Hills. It's a hotel and all that. They're boycotting about the Sultan of Brunei and how he treats women. I'm not saying that treating women, I'm all for women's rights. I'm all for my rights, and I've had none. And women here, NOW, none of them have done anything but help in what's happened to me. This should be prosecuted. It's criminal. It's a conspiracy. It's assault with intent. Now then, look what boycotting can do. All the media's picked up on that out in Hollywood, and they're damning the Sultan of Brunei for his behavior and everything. Now then, I want to go to Nigeria. That's on the TV tonight. Again, it's young girls that have been kidnapped and what's being done to them. Nigeria is in Africa, and South Africa, Rhodesia, that was British before the United States kidnapped me, took down my father, and installed their own monarch, which is Elizabeth's father and her. They don't work for the British, and they're illegal. And God knows what they have done to me here, and no one cares. The law enforcement stands back and laughs, and they help put it together what's happened to me. I have been soaked and run with chemicals, and again, I'm going to say, and this is going to go off, Affordable Corporate Suites, and I have gone to them. Oh, you talk about going back a second time, third and fourth, and they'll keep doing it until I'm dead or they haul me out of here. Great Britain's able to get me out. I'm sitting in one right now, Corporate Suites. I've been out for 2 hours while this sweet little thing came in here that I thought was nice, knowing full well and put down chemicals on the floor. They say they have to do that. They have to clean once a week, and they use poison. It poisons me. It would poison anybody. And I bit my tongue off because I've been passed out for 2 hours. And I got up, and I start watching TV about what's going on in the boycotts. The people at the Beverly Hills out there hotel, the employees are out there saying, we didn't do it. Give us our jobs back. Well, here, the people that in housekeeping and maintenance and all that are helping do it to me. So you see the difference in the employees, how they react. Here, they're helping do it. They're not boycotting anyone, or they're threatening and killing me. They should all be arrested and locked up and hauled off. Now then, I guess I said all that. The Nigeria, where they kidnapped him, by the way, the American military is going in there now, just like I told you. The American